Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm doing some teaching aids for preschoolers right now on my channel, and it's just to give ideas or help, but you know, regardless of the age of your child, everybody's having to homeschool right now. There are a million and one things you can be teaching. Older kids, I would say starting in junior high, I would really and truly start teaching them how to make their own diaries using junk journals. But I got the idea to make different little booklets for our 3-year-old grandson that I'm homeschooling. And I just put a couple of sheets of notebook paper in, like 2 sheets, folded in half, and then put some color copy paper on top. This one's going to be big and little. And what I would do is I will cut out a lot of pictures, and he will have to choose big or little, and put like big on one page and little on another, just to glue them down. It works with fine motor skill. It works with recognizing what objects are larger than others. You can also get back and have them count them. I'm going to do some shape ones. I'm going to do some number ones. I'm going to do some a little picture book, like a memory book, of places we've taken, like the zoo, the amusement parks, Disney, wherever, you know, camping, and let him actually, I'll put the picture up here, and then let him tell me what he remembers about that picture, like him sitting on the golf cart, and things like that. And then I will write down his words. I'll put lines across here, of course, because he's 3, but I'll write down what he told me. And then it'll be like a little storybook for him on his memories of places he's been. I'm going to do some, I think he pretty much has his shapes down. I think he knows his color, all his basic primary colors. If it's determined he's got all the primary colors down pat, just, you know, he can just do them right like that, then I will introduce new colors from the Crayola coloring crayons, and just, you know, things to keep him occupied, things to keep him learning. And the last one I am going to do, and I'm not a fan of it, but they are teaching him sight recognition of words and sounding out letters. He's 3. He just turned 3. So I'm going to do a small book on that. Just, you know, I'm not a fan of teaching a 3-year-old to read. I'm sorry, I taught kindergarten for a long time. I taught Head Start. I'm not a fan of teaching a 3-year-old to read. But because it is something he is learning in the Montessori school, it's something we have to continue. So I'm going to do some little sight recognition words with him. But only if he can sound out those letters. If he can sound out the letters in that little 3-letter word, 2-letter word, whatever, like ball, cat, dog, things like that. If he can actually sound out that word and read it, then yes, I will teach him, make him a teaching book. But these are just some ideas. If you have older children, you know, do the same thing with them. Make a little journal. Put some pictures in there. If you don't want to give them the pictures you have, run a copy off. And put it on each page. And then tell them to write their memory of it in their own words. Don't tell them what you did there that day, or, you know, who did what, who got sick and barfed on the ride or whatever. Let them actually put what their memory is of it. As far as teaching older kids math skills, take them in the kitchen. Take them in the kitchen. Get them busy teaching them, you know, little simple recipes with measurements in it. And, you know, like they have to have 3 eggs, but you have to separate the eggs and so forth. Just get them busy. Don't let your children sit on video games all day. It's not going to help them next year when the schools open back up. Just please keep them occupied, keep them learning. Make books if you have to. If you can't get your hands on books, if, you know, if your libraries are closed and you don't have books for them to read, make books. Give them a book that you're reading that you know is clean enough for them to read, and, you know, have them read it to you. Sure, you're going to go back and reread the chapter because you want to read it yourself. But I mean, like, you know, if you're reading a mystery and something like that, get the kid interested in reading. And now's the perfect time to do it. So I am begging you, don't sit them in front of the TV. Don't let the video games babysit. Give them at least 4 hours a day of your time. If it's 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening before they go to bed, give them a minimum of 4 hours a day of your time. Some of you still have to work. That's going to be hard for you to do. But leave them a list. I want you to do this, this, and this. 3 things or 4 things. And I want to see it when I come home. You know, it's kind of hard to sit on a video game if you have assignments waiting to be done. So, that's my 2 cents worth, and I hope you get some ideas from, you know, things you can do with your kids. Make journals. Just, if you don't have a stapler, take a needle and thread, open your papers up, and this is for the non-crafters who are watching. Poke a hole through here, here, and here. You'll go in through here, and you'll come back up from the outside through here, and then you'll go down here, and then come back here, and come back up again, and then tie a knot in it. And you made a little book for your child. It's simple, it's easy. If you want to teach them the junk journal, get a bunch of sales papers together, old school papers, anything you have there at the house. Fold them down the middle, put them together, and tell them, okay, I want you to write down how you're feeling. Each day, I want you to spend at least 10 minutes writing down how this lockdown is affecting you, things that you appreciate more now that you can't go out, the things that you're missing. You know, just let them express their feelings and get it off their chest. And you don't even have to read it. Just glance at it and say, I want to see how much you wrote. I'm not going to read it. I just want to see that you did do it. And see if they, you know, if they only put down a sentence, that's how they feel. But encourage them to write more. Encourage them to get their feelings out. This is hard on everybody, but it's harder on the kids. Well, I'm not going to say it's harder, because we're the ones that are facing the financial part of it, and they don't understand that part. But, you know, do something that gives them an outlet to express how they are feeling and how this is affecting them. And, you know, save all of their writings. If you have 4 kids in the house, make 4 different books and save them all. And one day when they are adults, they're going to forget all about 2020. Unless they're a graduating senior, they'll never forget 2020. But give it back to them and say, here's how you were feeling when you went through that pandemic. You got through that. You're going to get through the tough time you're going through now, whatever that time may be, because you're strong and you can do it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you picked up some tips. Bye-bye.